So, come over here and sit next to me. And you're going to be sitting next to Mr. Marrow. Nice. Hello. All right. So, have a seat, guys. I'm going to sit because this is informal and these are all friends here.
How you doing?
So,
Good seeing you.
this is a really, really special moment, obviously, for me. My mother is over there joining us via the technology of Skype, so I'm excited. Say hi, Mom. Wave to everybody. So this has been a long time in planning. You know, my mom has been battling this terrible disease now for 2 years. It was November of 2009, I remember she was first diagnosed. I remember I got a call from my stepfather, and he said, your mom is sick. And I said, well, what do you mean my mom is sick? He said, well, they are very concerned that she has leukemia. So she was tested, and you know, these tests take like 72 hours to get the results. So it's almost like 72 hours of just torture. You're sitting there and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting, and finally I get the call. I remember it was Monday morning, and my stepdad's on the phone, and strong man. You know, I've known the man my whole life almost, and never seen him cry, never seen him lose his strength, and he broke down on the phone, and I broke down with him. He said, your mom has leukemia. You know, 2 years later, that still doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. So it's been such an incredible journey just to see her and her strength, and you know, sometimes you find yourself asking questions that don't have answers. You know, why her? You know, why such a pure person, lived her whole life in such a good way. But the amazing thing is now, 2 years later, after going through so much already and still so much still to go to get back to herself, if you ask her, you know, if you could go back in time and change this, would you? And she said, absolutely not. The first time I heard that coming out of her lips, I was like, Mom, what do you mean? I mean, if you could go back in time and never have to deal with cancer, you wouldn't? And she said, no, I wouldn't. You know, a couple of reasons behind that. One is because originally her sister was supposed to be the donor, and her sister's never seen a doctor in 10 years. And, you know, finally decided with the opportunity to save my mom, she would help. So she gets, you know, checked out, and we find out all these things going on with her sister that otherwise probably would have gone on, you know, unchecked. And then secondly, the big thing for her is, you know, she's never had a platform of this type to share her testimony with people. And she feels like this is God's gift to her. As funny as that sounds, you know, saying that cancer is a gift, but, you know, the person I'm going to introduce to you in a minute is going to tell you it really is a gift. So anyways, we're here. This is a video that is going to go viral because obviously a lot of the people that are taking part and supporting us are from all over the world, and I'm just overwhelmed by the support and the outreach. We've got here a lot of amazing people in this bucket, and I wish I could pull one for everybody. Mr. Pete Bomarito sitting over there in the corner. Him and I kind of sat down a long time ago and said, what can we do to help? And him and I and so many other people put this Train Like a Pro package together. We're sitting in the hotel that the person who wins this is going to stay at for 5 days. The weather outside is not a great representation of what it's normally like in South Florida. It's normally sunny and beautiful. You know, it's an overcast day. But without any further ado, I do want to introduce our special guest. He is a man that I've known for a long time, but only casually. You know, I've met him many times over the years in various fitness competitions. Always knew him to be a great speaker, a great personality, but never knew his testimony until this all captured me and my mom and my family. So this is Mr. David Gandell, who is one heck of a person. He's going to share just, his testimony with you guys, and especially to my mom, because he has been there and he's back. He was in the darkness and he's back to the light, and he's got an incredible story that I want you all to hear, but especially my mom over there.
Jesse.
Yay!
Jesse said, basically a lot that I hope, kind of stays in your mind for a long time.
Can you hear okay, Mom?
I'll try to talk a little louder. I've known Jesse from the Universe shows. My friend Gina's here, and she's competed Universe Weekend every year, which happened to be a blessing in my life as well. And I was diagnosed in 2004 with terminal cancer. Literally, after my surgery, they had redone more checks and nothing happened. And in 2006, I got re-diagnosed. What I had was basically a rare form of cancer that's terminal. It's called immature teratoma. And what I didn't know, or what I thought I did know, was I knew that I was going to be healed. I had that every single day of my life. I never went differently, and I never said anything different to anybody. I didn't know how, because the doctors, basically every major oncologist in the country said, there's no way. We don't have a cure for what you have. You're not going to live. It's just not a fact. There's nothing we can do for you. And okay, great. So I'll go get a second opinion. Got a third opinion. Got a fourth opinion. And insurances, of course, take a little bit of that, and then so you got to pay out of your pocket. But thank God that He gave me, amazing parents in my life and amazing people in my life that kept supporting me, even though they thought I was crazy, because I was telling everybody I was going to live. Well, the doctors tell me now, and people think the doctor is God, and it wasn't. So me and Jesse knew each other from Universe. I make fun of him every time that we're on stage. And when he gave me this call, it kind of made me realize a little bit. But certainly all this speaking that I've done, and God's put me in different directions, different venues. This was a little different. What I know of him, what I know of him now, what I know of Miss Cook, it's pretty interesting because it brings a lot of things in perspective, and it makes me think back of that experience. I hosted Universe with cancer. Nobody knew. A year later, when I was going through my surgery, I got a phone call from the promoter. February 1st, 2007, the day of my surgery. He calls me up, lose weight. Just a couple people know. And he said to me, how are you? How you doing? You ready? I'm like, no. Are you mad at me? No, I'm not mad at you. Lou, you know where I'm at? No, I'm in the hospital. I'm getting ready to have a surgery. And he goes, well, you're going to be hosting my show in June. So if you need a wheelchair, I'll get you one. If you need a wig, I'll get you one. And that was a confirmation. What I was praying for, was I going to survive the surgery? Because I had already done a lot in those 6 months of chemo, but God needed me more. So He gave me a lot of strength to work out. He gave me a lot of strength to do everything. But that was a confirmation. I never thought that that man that I was just hosting a show for, that I've met some amazing people on my journey, was going to be a confirmation. So when Jesse reached out to me, I thought he was reaching out to me about something else. And I shared my testimony with them, and he knew more and more about it. And really it's about Sandy today. And really my being here is just really a confirmation. That's it. That's really why I'm here. To confirm that God puts people in our lives that we don't know why. And I'm here to confirm that you're going to be okay.
Smile. You're going to be okay.
Yay! Woo! You're gonna be fine, Mom!
And what I wrote on Facebook today was, I'll see you soon. I didn't mean on Skype. I mean, I'll see you soon in person. And I look forward to giving you a hug
I look forward to speaking and spending time with you and your family and your son. And that has to come to pass. So you guys stay strong and stay faithful. And let him do the rest, because he did the rest in me. You know, I went down to 124 pounds, and I'm here at 200. And next week I'll do my exams, and I'll be, 4.5 years cancer free. And my life is not over. And just like I told you before, and like I said to Jesse, my cancer was a blessing. It is a gift. It's a gift that a lot of people won't understand, but it's a gift that I do understand, and I'm grateful that I understand what the gift is. The gift is to inspire people to live their lives and their purpose and their potential on a daily basis, because everyone here is here for you, but truly you're touching them in some way, and it's going to change their lives. And you're planting a seed, and what Jesse's doing is changing his life. So everyone here, we can probably get together in 20 years and find out how this moment changed our lives. And that's really what I look forward to, hopefully staying in contact with everyone in 20 years and finding out how that came true. But I see that now, and I hear it now when people email me and they tell me what happened in their lives. And that's what confirms my faith, that I can do all things through Christ, and that I can live a life full of new memories and new dreams, and I can live through everybody that I'm in front of, because I get to see what they have gone through. And it's not always cancer, but it takes sometimes something like this, something really major and something drastic, to really look at your life and wake up the next morning and say, did I really live yesterday? Did I really go forward? Did I really talk to the person I was supposed to talk to? Did I really go to work with a good perspective? Did I really train my clients, to the best of my ability? Did I say I love you to everybody that I was supposed to? And we're not perfect. We're certainly going to keep going and going and going and try to perfect it, but he's the one that gives me that every day and confirms it and convicts me and humbles me to that point. So I look forward to seeing you, Sam, and giving you that hug soon, okay?
Yay.
Thank you for this opportunity, and I thank God for your son being in my life to give me this opportunity to do this with you. Okay? God bless you.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right, guys, now we just move on. Move on to the good stuff, huh? Let the winner in here. Do me a favor, just stop that so we can